Now to the immigration crisis. The Attorney General of Texas says a Catholic nonprofit group near the border needs to be shut down. Republican Ken Paxton says Annunciation House in El Paso is guilty of, quote, systemic criminal conduct. That is helping people illegally enter the U.S. from Mexico. Annunciation House did not immediately respond. In February, it said similar claims were made by the Attorney General were illegal, immoral, and anti-faith. That for analysis, we turn to Art Arthur, resident fellow in law and policy for the Center for Immigration Studies. Art, great to be with you. Tell us more about the Attorney General's claims against Annunciation House. I understand this isn't the first time that he's tried to shut it down.
Yeah, no, this back in December 2022, Texas Governor Greg Abbott asked the AG to investigate non-governmental organizations, and Annunciation House is such an NGO. For their role in the border crisis. And in response to that, in February, the Consumer Protection Division at the AG's office sent a document request, told them that they wanted documents within a day. That started a legal battle between Annunciation House and Texas Attorney General Ken Paxton over the production of those documents, which has since become a fight over whether Annunciation House is violating Texas law by sheltering people who had evaded Border Patrol apprehension. So, you know, this is one of those cases that sort of has a strange trajectory, but it really comes down to AG Paxton's contentions that Annunciation House is giving shelter to individuals not who were arrested by Border Patrol and released, but who evaded Border Patrol, made their way into the United States, and are now in El Paso.
All right, so what's different about this new case, and has Annunciation House issued any response?
Yeah, there hasn't been a response to the latest filing by the Attorney General. Back in February, he asked the judge, Francisco X. Dominguez, to shut down Annunciation House because they failed to comply with the original document request that was made on February the 7th. This contention is a new one based upon what Paxton says are public documents that indicate that Annunciation House is violating Texas smuggling law. So, you know, it's going to be up to the court to determine where it goes, but the court has already complained that it fears that Texas has ulterior political motives, which is a word that he used, in bringing this matter. But it really does, you know, sort of pit faith-based organizations against the secular authority of the state and compliance with secular law in the state of Texas. So it'll be interesting to see how it comes out. It'll also be interesting to see the evidence that Paxton presents against Annunciation House to prove his claims.
We have about 30 seconds left or so, Art, but how do you think this could impact other Catholic groups doing work on the border?
So there are a lot of Catholic groups that do work on the border. I've been to a number of faith-based shelters, primarily Catholic, down there. And they do, in fact, play a key role in helping migrants who have been released by Customs and Border Protection make their way into the interior of the United States to provide for themselves on this side of the border. If the contentions that Paxton makes are true, you know, this is completely different from that. Again, most of these organizations comply with the rule of the letter of the law, in fact, take federal money to do it. Whether Annunciation House has done what Paxton says, that's a different issue.
All right, I'm going to leave right there. Art, great to be with you. Thank you so much for your insights.
Thank you for having me.